Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's get into it. Oh no, it's happening again. Did you hear that in the microphone? Yeah, I got a nice little mic down here. We'll see if it works. I got one on there too, but I stressed it in the last video and I'll stress it again. Reading the crowd and selecting the proper music is everything when it comes to being a wedding and event DJ. No one cares about your woke music that no one's probably even heard of. No one cares about your cool song traditions that you practice hours for. No one cares about playing that stupid, overused siren horn sound effect on almost every other song trying to hype up the crowd. Stop playing that sound effect. So overused, it's so annoying. And no one wants you on the mic between every other song talking and singing along to the songs. Get off the mic, stay off the mic. You're there to read the crowd, select the music that gets the most people on the dance floor. That is it. So many wedding and event DJs get caught up in these little things that really don't matter. They make the wedding or event about themselves. They make them the center of attention, and that's not right. I promise you, you will become the best wedding and event DJ if you just concentrate on reading the crowd and selecting the music that best fits the crowd and keeps people on the dance floor. You'll know if you're doing a good job if the dance floor is constantly packed all night long, or you hear this. If you hear that, that's how you know you're killing it. Everyone will say you're the best DJ. Here are a few small things that actually make a huge difference when being a wedding and event DJ. Number 1, avoid awkward silence at all costs. You know when you're listening to music on Spotify or Apple Music and you skip to the next song and there's like that dead silence between those two songs just for a couple seconds. Those few seconds are super awkward when being a DJ, so you want to avoid it. It can easily kill the party. You want a steady flow. To fix this problem, you'll need one of these. Let me go get it. Wait, first sip of Monster. If Monster wants to sponsor me, please, 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 I will drink a ton of them. Love Monster. That was so awkward, bro. This is what you'll need to fix that problem. Now, if you're just starting to become a DJ, do not let this intimidate you. Don't do it. Don't let it intimidate you. It's not scary at all. It's really easy to learn. You can pick it up in about an hour. It's kind of like a keyboard. Once you learn what all the buttons and knobs do, it becomes very secondhand nature and you don't really think about it. To avoid the dead silence, you do one thing. You slowly move this over, and that is it. When a song ends and the next one's starting, you just slowly slide this over like that, and you're good to go. No awkward, dead silence. This is the number 1 thing you'll need to know about any DJ board. By the way, I'll put a link to this board if you're interested. I own a DJ company, so this is the board that we use for all of our setups. It's a great board, not too expensive, so it'll be in the description down below. So check it out. Oh no. What is wrong with me? Number 2, be enthusiastic and confident in your actions and speaking. Being a wedding and event DJ, you do have to get on the mic from time to time to make random announcements and direct guest attention to where it needs to be. This is mostly common at weddings for things like the wedding party entrance, which is basically you just getting on the mic, playing a song, and announcing the wedding party in. Typically, you'll have to announce random things like first dance, mother, son, father, daughter. You'll have to just pretty much direct guest attention where it needs to be. You might have to announce something like, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention real quick, they're gonna be cutting the cake over there, so if you wanna direct your attention over to the cake cutting table, they'll be taking care of that right now. Something as easy as that. The point is you want to be enthusiastic and confident in what you do and say. You want to know what you're going to say before you say it, just so you have some confidence. Just like learning the board, eventually it becomes very second nature and you don't really think about it. And a lot of times you just say the same thing at all your weddings and events that you go to. Number 3, keep on top of the wedding or event schedule. Once again, this is geared more towards weddings since most weddings have a timeline or order of events that things fall in. After I get done setting up all my DJ equipment, a lot of times I'll go through the order of events or the timeline just to make sure I understand everything and get familiar with the order. Typically, I'll also check in with the bride, groom, or wedding planner to make sure I know exactly what's going on. I'll check in every hour or so, see what the next 3 things on the timeline are, and make sure we're good to go. Sometimes schedules change and you want to make sure the couple are happy. You want to make sure they're enjoying the flow of events. And changes do happen. I want to go through a quick example of staying on top of the schedule while tying in number 1 of avoiding awkward silence at all costs. So here it is. Let's say the wedding party arrives at the reception. You go out, greet them. Of course, you make sure they're all ready to go. You say, okay, are you guys ready for your wedding party entrance? Okay, and now we're gonna have, after that, the blessing. Uncle Joe's gonna do that. And then after that, how's dismissal of tables gonna work for dinner? So you'll go in, you'll get the music going, you'll announce them in, everything will be loud, the guests will be cheering, and then you'll call up Uncle Joe for prayer, the blessing, whatever it may be, and then you'll announce the dismissal of tables for dinner. And you see, it's just a steady flow. You see how everything flowed together? So if you didn't clarify those 3 things beforehand, if you just went out there and just said, oh, are you guys all ready to go for the wedding party entrance? They would have said, oh yes. And then they would have came in, you would have announced them, got everyone loud and excited. But then right after that, you'd have to check in with them and say, oh shoot, are they doing a prayer or blessing and who's doing it? And then after you'd figure that out, you'd have to check in again and say, oh shoot, what are we doing for the dismissing of the tables for dinner? You just want a steady flow of everything. Every time you check in with the bride or groom, think of events that go back to back to back with nothing in between. It's just awkward going up and talking to the bride and groom every 2 minutes in between things. It makes you look bad. It makes you look like you don't know what's going on. So look on the timeline, see those things that are back to back, check in, usually ask them 3 or 4 events. Make sure they're good to go instead of just checking in with 1 event at a time. Like I said, stay on top of the schedule and avoid that awkward silence at all costs. Everything will flow so much better. And there you go. Those are 3 small things that will make actually a huge difference when you're DJing. Once again, I am working on the DJ course still. So for those people that are super serious about this and want to learn how to be a DJ or run their DJ company and make some serious money, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll let you know as soon as it's out. Besides that, thanks for watching. Leave any questions in the comments below. Hit that like or dislike button. I don't care what you do. Just do something because this video's over. Peace. See you in the next one.